Rosmersholm, from Mr. Punch's Pocket Ibsen. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information, or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Mr. Punch's Pocket Ibsen, by F. Anstey. Prefatory Note. The concluding piece, Pill Doctor Herdal, is, as the observant reader will instantly perceive, rather a reverent attempt to tread in the footprints of the Norwegian dramatist than a version of any actually existing masterpiece. The author is conscious that his imitation is painfully lacking in the mysterious obscurity of the original, that the vein of allegorical symbolism is thinner throughout than it should be, and that the characters are not nearly so mad as persons invariably are in real life. But these are the faults inevitable to a prentice hand, and he trusts that due allowances may be made for them by the critical. In conclusion, he wishes to express his acknowledgments to Messrs. Bradbury and Agnew for their permission to reprint the present volume, the contents of which made their original appearance in the pages of Punch. Rosmersholm.
Madame Helseth, read by Abai.
Rebecca, read by Elizabeth Klett.
Crawl, read by James Callahan.
Rosmer, read by Christine G.
Narrated by Elizabeth Klett. Act First. Sitting room at Rosmersholm, with a stove, flower stand, windows ancient and modern ancestors, doors, and everything handsome about it. Rebecca West is sitting knitting a large antimacassar which is nearly finished. Now and then she looks out of a window, and smiles and nods expectantly to someone outside. Madame Helseth is laying the table for supper. Rebecca, folding up her work slowly. But tell me precisely, what about this white horse? Smiling quietly.
Lord forgive you, miss.
Fetching cruet stand and placing it on the table.
But you're making fun of me.
No, indeed. Nobody makes fun at Rosmersholm. Mr. Rosmer would not understand it. Shutting window. Ah, here is Rector Kroll. Opening door. You will stay to supper, will you not, Rector? And I will tell them to give us some little extra dish. Kroll, hanging up his hat in the hall.
Many thanks.
Wipes his boots.
May I come in?
Comes in, puts down his stick, sits down, and looks about him.
And how do you and Rosmer get on together, eh?
Ever since your sister Beata went mad and jumped into the mill race, we have been as happy as two little birds together. After a pause, sitting down an armchair. So, you don't really mind my living here all alone with Rosmer? We were afraid you might, perhaps.
Why, how on earth? On the contrary, I shouldn't object at all if you...
Looks at her meaningly. For shame, Rector. How can you make such jokes?
Jokes? We do not joke in these parts. But here's Rosmer.
Enter Rosmer, gently and softly.
So, my dear old friend, you have come again, after a year's absence.
Sits down.
We almost thought that...
So Miss West was saying, but you're quite mistaken. I merely thought I might remind you, if I came, of our poor Beata's suicide, so I kept away. We Norwegians are not without our simple tact.
It was considerate, but unnecessary, Reb. I mean, Miss West. And I often allude to the incident, do we not?
Oh, yes, indeed. Lighting lamp. Whenever we feel a little more cheerful than usual.
You dear good people.
Wanders up the room.
I came because the spirit of revolt has crept into my school. A secret society has existed for weeks in a lower third. Today it has come to my knowledge that a booby trap was prepared for me by the hand of my own son, Lauritz, and I then discovered that a hair had been inserted in my cane by my daughter Hilda. The only way in which a right-minded schoolmaster can combat this anarchic and subversive spirit is to start a newspaper, and I thought that you, as a weak, credulous, inexperienced and impressionable kind of man, were the very person to be the editor.
Rebecca laughs softly, as if to herself. Rosmer jumps up and sits down again. Rebecca, with a look at Rosmer. Tell him now. Rosmer, returning the look.
I can't. Some other evening. Well, perhaps.
To Kroll.
I can't be your editor, because I
Sample complete. Ready to continue?